there was the Antichrist thing, and like I thought I was basically the Antichrist or the father of the Antichrist,
Yeah.
and so basically I ended up having sex with a demon.
That's what I've been
And
laughing
so,
about.
yeah, and so because people kept talking to me about transgender thing, and the chick that I was interested in kept watching like transgender like videos and stuff, that was in my head.
Yeah.
So basically, I thought that I was a girl inside. Like my spirit was a girl.
So
But
maybe you are transgender.
no, but I was a lesbian girl.
What?
So I had a lesbian girl inside my body.
That's just being straight with extra steps.
So I thought I was having the best sex of all time because the lesbian girl actually. Welcome back to another episode of Psychedelic Emuz the Bass. I'm here with my clown.
Your co-host. Yeah, I think it's time to talk about your schizophrenia.
All right, let's do it.
So for like your viewers and stuff like that, can you explain what schizophrenia more or less is? It's not just some person running around crazy wanting to kill everyone. Correct?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No,
That's a big stigma, and that's what a lot of people fucking think.
Trip out. That's a psychopath, bro. That's not schizophrenic.
Yeah, that is a sociopath, right? Isn't it?
So sociopath is someone that uses that's someone who's similar to a psychopath, but manipulates social situations for their advantage.
Whether to kill? Or like...
No. Oh. So a psychopath is practically a sociopath on steroids.
Oh, shit,
and they're the people that kill people. So I think that for you to be labeled as a psychopath, you actually have to have violent tendencies.
Oh, wow.
Otherwise, you're kind of labeled as a sociopath.
And you have none of them, obviously.
No,
I've never wanted to hurt someone.
No, I'm not sociopathic or psychopathic at all. Neither of those.
When I'm introducing you to other people and stuff like that, and I say, hey, look, just so you know, he is schizophrenic, and they go, oh wow, he's not gonna fucking freak out and kill us all and shit. I'm like, no, it's like the complete opposite. He's gonna think that you're trying to kill him.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. Well, so basically, when I first got it, I initially thought I was dying, but in regards to this particular person, I thought he was kind of implanting thoughts in my brain. Yeah. Kind of
because he was
talking to me almost.
He was
with my head.
He wasn't
smoke bud with him all the time, and over time developed into a trip. And every time I smoked bud with him,
it just got worse.
It got worse, and I thought he was telling me like the life lessons of like all time. I thought telling me like forbidden knowledge kind of shit. Yeah, bro. I thought it was like Gandhi, bro.
Yeah. So what was part of these knowledgeable experiences that he's told you?
Bro, it was like it was opinion theory, which was thing.
No.
But he'd do dumb shit like, and he was tripping me. He knew I was tripping or something. He knew something wasn't right, but he used that to his advantage, which is why I think he's a sociopath. But he would basically shit like this. He would hold this ladder up and go, 1. And just stare at me for ages. And I'd be like, oh, like this is forbidden knowledge, you know? And then he'd hold 2 ladders up and go, 1. and then he threw it like that, bro. And then it just went, 1.
What fucking goddamn ladder?
What are you talking about? Like when I'm looking back and I'm like, what the fuck was that even about? But I'm like in my brain going, oh my gosh, this is like the best knowledge of all time. 1 is 1.
But anyways, we'll continue with how it started to kick off.
So I thought I could hear his voice in his head. And it was, sometimes I thought he was trying to possess me. Like he was trying to get something to possess me. And I touched his like old coins. Like I was like, he had these really old, like ancient coins in his thing. And I touched his old coins. And I thought like his dad was trying to possess me. And he was trying to get, because I touched the old coins.
Was his dad alive?
No, his dad's dead.
Oh, okay, true.
All kinds of shit, bro. And I remember this one trip, bro. This was when I was sitting out back. And he asked me to hold his hand, like, because I was going through some shit. And he's like, did you want to hold my hand? I was like, oh yeah, it's a bit gay, but all right. And so I grabbed his hand and we were holding hands. And then all I remember is like the world became like 3D. Like I was looking down on myself, so I went and like
She astral projected.
yeah, that's what it felt like, right? That's what I
Yeah.
thought happened. So, and I looked down at myself, like, have you ever seen the movie Get Out or whatever?
Yeah.
It was literally like that. Like I was looking down in my entire reality, like all of my reality,
Yeah.
and I'm out of my body, and I'm just sitting on the chair. I can see myself sitting on the chair, but I'm like all the way back here,
Yeah.
like in this distant
That's
plane.
basically astral projecting.
And I could,
Leo.
but the thing was oh dude, it was fucking trippy as fuck. And I went all the way back there, and I'm like, and I snapped back to it, and I went, and then like because I thought he was trying to get the devil to possess me. That's why he held my hand. He was trying to push his spirit into me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, shit like that, bro. That was a fuck trip, dude. Because I literally saw myself saw my entire reality, 3D reality, inside another 3D reality.
Wow.
Yeah.
Attack. You thought it was to do with spiders, wasn't it? Because that's why you've been.
Well, I had a lot of trips with spiders. I thought like spiders. It wasn't until biomed that I was like, that can never happen. But I thought like your lungs are like big holes, like big expandable holes. They're not. It's like a cushion. It's like a sponge.
They're minute.
Yeah, it's like your lungs like a sponge, and literally looks like a sponge with different holes for ventricles everywhere.
Yeah.
But I thought my lungs were like
mine are all fucked from
like sacs. I thought they were like big sacs that would absorb, and like the outside was a sponge. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
so
what
you
I
thought
thought it was.
Spiders were in there.
Yeah, so I thought spiders had put webs in there, and I thought it was like feeding them with bugs, bro. But I thought this person was giving me fucking bugs in my lungs, bro. I had my first real trip. So that was all the horror trips, but what you'd call an action trip, or like the crescendo of the horror movie where you see the demon.
Yeah.
It was basically like my neck. I thought a vessel had burst in my neck, and literally felt it, dude. I literally felt in the side of my neck, and then I could feel blood rushing out. I thought like this artery had broke here.
Your carotid artery.
Yeah, something like that. And I thought it was just spurting into my neck, and I could feel it, dude. Literally could feel it. And so I'm in the hospital, like holding my neck, and I was telling her to put pressure on it to stop the blood from coming out too much. And I felt it swelling up. I felt my neck swelling up, dude.
Yeah. That's fucked.
Yeah, it was fucking scary as fuck, dude.
And the nurse is like, what are you talking about, cunt? There's nothing going on.
Yeah, basically. And I was telling my mum to hold it. But yeah, there was nothing wrong with me, mate.
He had a party at his house in a suburb, pretty sure like Cornwall or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you came to that, and everyone was there, including the fucking neighbor. And I told you specifically, don't do weed. And I'm drinking, running around, having fun, and everything like that. I come back and I find you in the fucking bong room where everyone's smoking weed.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking hell. And you're smoking weed, and my mate, the one that got incarcerated, he told me this story, and he pissed himself laughing about it. He's like, how fucked is David? Because he said he reckons that he walked into the room, and someone was like, the neighbor, who's like a 60-year-old dude, hanging out with like 21-year-olds or whatever, comes in with a guitar that's all fucked up and goes, who destroyed one of the other guys that was staying there as well, one of the roommates that was staying at my mate's house?
Yeah.
Who destroyed old mate's guitar? And you were like, who was murdered? and then the guy with the guitar's like, no, mate, no one was murdered. then everyone, and then my mate was just like, opens the door and goes, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And then apparently 2 people that were in there, because you were sitting in the couch and like tripping out, talking about the devil and shit, these 2 people that were just trying to get stoned and have a good time were like, what?
Oh, really?
You were tripping them out and you were like, the devil. And they were like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? We only gave him weed.
really gave him weed.
Yeah. But yeah.
And I went crazy. And I started thinking that we were destined to be together.
Oh no.
To the point where I thought we were gonna, if we like made a baby together, we were gonna create the Antichrist. Like she was gonna give birth to the
Did
Antichrist.
she even know you at this point, or like?
Because I thought that two different devils were controlling us.
Oh god.
And I thought the devils were gonna have sex through us. And that we were gonna give birth at the end. We were gonna.
Did she even know you existed at this point or not?
Oh yeah. We were talking. She knew I existed. We were talking a fair bit, and I got to know a fair bit, but not too much because every time I was around, I was tripping balls because I liked her a lot, and so there was a lot of emotions happening, like anxiety,
And anxiety would
embarrassment and shit, and I'm watching it, and then it just was like a feedback loop. Yeah,
of course, yeah.
I can't remember. I'll tell you the events leading up to the hospital. So basically,
the psych ward, you mean?
The psych ward. Yeah. So I was at my mate's. I was at mine actually, and like the whole night, like it was getting bad, and I had so many trips. It was uncountless the amount of trips I had going at the same time.
Yeah.
And I would just switch between them. Right?
Yeah.
Just like basically they're all like little different stories of what's happening, but they're not happening. But I had so many different stories about what's happening that I could barely stay in reality anymore.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know which story was right and which story was false. So I had so many that I was just trying to keep in check, and it was too much. And so eventually that whole night, bro, I was literally, I started getting voices telling me to kill myself, and they're all chanting like, "Kill yourself, kill yourself, kill yourself." Like all these voices in my head, like chanted to kill myself.
What kind?
Yeah, dude. All
was
these
this
voices.
Before or after the ghost spirits come down for you?
Oh, this was after that.
Okay,
this
but
was
yeah,
even after that.
Start before. Tell me about the ghost spirits.
The ghost spirits, bro. Basically, what happened?
Make sure you beat the shit out. By the way, I'll edit it for you if you want.
Yeah,
to.
actually do it. But that went sidetracked. That went like each individual way, right?
Yeah. What went that way?
That way went the devil and stuff like that. So
what went that way?
That was like
your relationship with that person.
No, it started becoming like I was part of a science experiment.
That way, and then the devil was that way.
Yeah, so that think of my reality as multiple different realities existing at the same time, and I have to figure out which one's actual reality.
Oh,
so that's what it's like.
So it was either you were with the devil or you were
it was a science experiment. Shit like that. Yeah. So and they're just two, right? But that happens in like there's so many different layers because those two also have branches as well, right? So that could be this one or that one or that one or that one. Yeah. So eventually it gets too much because you've got to think about so many different things, and almost everything you do has a reaction, changes something in this one. Yeah. So it's like, anyhow, basically it was bred off the devil one, and the devil one was going crazy, dude. And some of the devil one was going nuts. But I literally started thinking that I was being, there was the Antichrist thing, and like I thought I was basically the Antichrist or the father of the Antichrist. Yeah. And so basically I ended up having sex with a demon. That's what I've been laughing about. Yeah, and so because people kept talking to me about transgender thing, and the chick that I was interested in kept watching like transgender like videos and stuff, that was in my head. Yeah. So basically, I thought that I was a girl inside. Like my spirit was a girl. So maybe you are transgender. No, but I was a lesbian girl. What? So I had a lesbian girl inside my body. That's just being straight with extra steps. So I thought I was having the best sex of all time because the lesbian girl actually has a dick now. So that's like the best sex of all time because you know. But I thought I was a lesbian. I had a lesbian girl spirit inside me. and, and this demon who was
Where were you?
who
You were
was a
you in bed
male.
at this point as well?
I'm in bed tripping about it, like, but the lesbian girl inside me was over a multiple of weeks. I thought that, but like this at the same at the same time, I think I'm part of a science experiment, right, as well. So I might not be a lesbian girl. I might be like, you know, it's acceptable from a science experiment that the village was preparing to give me. They were giving us toxins and watching our behavior of how we acted. That the uni I was at, the village, they were utilizing. They were trying to figure out brain altering drugs and analyze us to figure out how to best brainwash people and use their brains to just anyhow, I go back and then I'm in bed and I think that this devil's coming at me, and I thought it was fucking my ghost pussy, bro.
Wait, I thought you had a cock.
No, I didn't have a cock. I was a lesbian female.
Oh.
My spirit was a lesbian female.
Okay.
So I actually had a spirit pussy.
And you were spirit pussying another pussy.
No,
So
no. It was a male demon that was fucking my ghost pussy.
And you were like, "Stop! I'm a lesbian."
No, I just thought it was awesome. I was like,
so no,
I was just open my legs and I thought I was getting fucked in the ghost pussy, like having a big fat.
So you weren't a lesbian then.
It was like, my spirit was a lesbian thing.
How is your spirit a lesbian if she's getting fucked by a dick?
I'm not. Maybe I am a girl inside. Who knows? But I was pretty sure that I didn't think about it that much. Right? I'm trying to put this out of my head. I'm trying to go the fuck to sleep, and I'm too busy getting fucked by a demon. Like, come on, bro, give me a break. You know, I don't think about
the power of Christ compels you. Like, really? Does the power of Christ compel me? Ugh.
Yeah, like basically, it was just fucking me, man. And I couldn't stop it. I was like, no, I can't masturbate, or else I'll come inside me.
You come inside yourself. Get your spirit pregnant.
Yeah, bro.
It's good that we can laugh about it now, like, because I'm sure that it was fucking terrifying.
Dude, that was terrifying as fuck, but it was also horny as fuck as well, man. It was like this ghost was fucking on my ghost pussy, bro.
Best session you've ever had, eh?
That was crazy, dude. It was crazy. And I ended up having a wank. I came.
How good it was.
I came. And then I thought my spirit was gonna give birth to the Antichrist spirit.
Wow, the fucking what do you mean, like the splooge that you've just put on your chest is gonna fucking
I don't know. I wasn't thinking it through. You know?
Chest? Fucking hell,
I wasn't thinking, no, it was all spiritual kind of deal. It was like if I don't know. It's just don't make me logicize with it. It's not logical. It's a trip.
It's definitely not logical.
It's just a trip.
But that's funny as. So then, anyways, afterwards you were like, okay, got these voices in my head telling me to kill myself. Better get the fuck out. So you admitted yourself to the psych ward, correct?
Oh yeah, that was ages after. So maybe a couple months after, or maybe a month after that.
Wait, what? A month? Wait, the spirit pussy is after the psych ward?
No, before.
Before.
So
okay.
it was only a couple months after the spirit pussy that I actually went.
That was weird. That was going on as you were driving.
Yes, the whole night, bro. I just had these. I'm trying to go to sleep or watch this series, but the whole night, bro, I was getting voices, man. And then the voices just start going, kill yourself, kill yourself. And it was like all these voices, like it was like an audience going, kill yourself, kill yourself in my head while I'm trying to sleep. And I'm like, this is fucked. Like, I need to go to hospital. It's
for
too
a
much.
fact that means that you lose. If you give in to the voices, you lose.
Well, maybe they just applaud me at the end.
No, yeah, but you're losing. You're quitting the game.
Yeah, I'm basically on my way to hospital, bro. I'm like in the car with Seth. I called Seth. I was like, hey, mate, you got to take me to hospital. Because, like, I've literally had boys cheering for me to kill myself the whole night. It's like, all right, I'm coming. Just hang tight. Come, pick me up, and started driving to hospital. And I thought the whole time that the people who um was in this who the science experiment I was part of, that they were trying to kill us, trying to kill me, because they were, when I got to the hospital, they were gonna figure out what I.
You got fucking Karen in her minivan. You're like, oh shit, they're just trying
Yeah,
to kill
because
me.
I
The
thought
bitch.
they had implanted
mean-
something in me, and then because I was going to hospital, they were gonna work out what they had put in me.
I mean,
Or whatever.
Karen probably doesn't know how to use the indicators in the first place, so she probably would try and cut you off, the fucking bitch.
Yeah, but bro, I remember in the front of the passenger seat. I'm in the passenger seat, and thought I could use my minds to make the cars swerve around us.
Bro,
And
you're
make them
fucking.
not hit us.
You're fucking Anakin Skywalker at that.
Yeah,
point.
bro. I thought I was using the Force.
Fucking hell.
Practically, that's it. And so anyhow, that was a very long car trip because I had to save Seth and I from so much stuff. And then I got to the trip.
You mean
And
you
then
got to the hospital?
I got to the hospital, which was another trip. But
David had to leave. Sorry, not David. Sorry, Seth had to fuck off at that point.
Yeah, so Seth left. Seth left.
And you were at the hospital.
I was in the hospital, and I immediately walk in and thought it was like a test for like an intelligence agency or something like that, and I thought it was an interactive test. Well, I only figured out that it was an interactive test by like talking to someone, and then I realized the test was interactive, and I was like, wow, it's interactive.
Almost like one of those interactive games.
Yeah, but for some reason I just thought it was like a game then. And so I'm sitting there, and then I realized there was these Arabs sitting across from me.
Middle Eastern people.
I thought they had a bomb in their bag. And so
Jesus Christ, man.
and so I thought, like, because it was like standardized, I thought that there was a fail safe in place, so in case I didn't find the bomb, that they could get the bomb anyways. So I thought there was no chance of me failing. I just had to work cognitively to figure out. And so anyhow, I decided that to look inside the bag to check if there is a bomb, I had to act absolutely insane, right? So I'm sitting there, so I'm sitting there going, like I got my ticket, and you get like these tickets to go wait in the queue.
Fucking hell, it was helping.
I was going off my head, but basically I got the ticket. I sat back down, and then I started pretending I was tripping balls so I could look in this chick's bag.
So you acted on impulses.
Yeah, so I acted crazy when I was going batshit crazy.
So you were just being yourself.
Well, no, I literally acted crazy. Like I'm going like this. Like I'm looking around with like this, fucking hyperventilating, because I wanted to hyperventilate because that was my way of like calming down and looking in the bag.
Oh, Roger, yeah.
But I needed people to not think twice about me looking in their bag. I just wanted people to think I'm nuts. So it also gave me a way of looking around because I'm like scared of everything. So I'm analyzing my awareness. I'm looking around, like seeing if there's anyone with a gun, or I'm checking if there's a gun, or I'm checking if someone's fucking, or someone's...
They probably wouldn't have thought twice about it as well, because
you
they
know,
would have
seeing
been
if
like,
there's cops
you're just
anywhere,
fucking crazy.
Or and stuff like that. Exactly. That's why I was acting crazy, so I could do that, so I could take in my surroundings like this, and I could look in the bag going like this. You know what I mean? And no one thought, everyone would have just thought I'm nuts.
What did you find in the bag?
Working for the police or whatever.
What did you find in the bag? A Nokia phone?
There was nothing in the bag, bro. It was like I looked quickly, and there was just a wallet in the bag, bro. There was like a wallet in the bag and stuff like that, and they pulled it away real quickly, like, oh, what the fuck? But
yeah, because you probably weren't like, you were like,
yeah, and I went to no, I was still going like that, and like I remember calming down, and fucking. And because I made myself almost pass out, and so I pretended as if I did. I pretended as if I got too high, that I was about to pass out, and I went like this. And then I pretended there's that thing, and I just stopped hyperventilating, and I sat like this for a bit. And then I looked at this cunt because I wanted another peek in the bag, and I was like, "Oh, can I?" And I looked at my ticket like this, and they're like looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, with my ticket, "Oh, can I have a look at your ticket?" I'm trying to get another peek in the bag, bro.
So they probably thought, This guy is trying to roll a football bat.
So racist. So
I know.
racist. So fucking racist.
Internalized
But
racism.
so crazy. Yeah, that's.
But you were very. You were.
I was very sick.
Fuck. Yeah.
Very, very sick. Very, very sick. So I thought they were I started thinking that the people were against me. Like the people were still part of the organization that was stripping my brain out. And I thought that they were going to kill me basically, or like silence me, or like just finish the job off basically.
Yeah.
And I thought all the people working there were part of it. And then I just heard this voice go, run. So I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking out of here, boys. And so I fucking run down the hallway, fucking straight out the doors.
Did anyone go, oi?
No,
Stop.
nothing. I just literally ran straight out the doors. Literally this pretty high fence. I just go straight over this really high fence. And I just keep running. And then I realized that that was a pretty dumb idea. I just had to go back.
Because you realised that you were thinking, you're like, I'm going to live off the land and everything like that. But you're in fucking Joondalup.
Yeah, bro.
Which is
I was
suburbia.
I was going to live off the land. Like, I thought I was an outsider. And I thought I was hurting people with my brain and
you
shit.
don't have a license, you're not going to get a car.
I couldn't ring up any of my mates because I thought I would hurt them with my brain.
Oh, yeah.
And so I couldn't do any of this. I had no car, no money.
No license.
No license. Like, I had nothing. And I'm like sitting there going, in Joondalup station going, yeah, I'm fucked. I have to go back there. I didn't even know if...
You're at Joondalup train station.
Yeah, I ran to Joondalup train station. And I was gonna catch a bus and just go as far as I could away.
Did you have any money?
No, but I would just jump the bus. Hey?
Oh, yeah.
So I got back inside.
And you were in the maximum.
And then they put me in the maximum place.
Where
and you could not scale those walls, bro. There's so many times I walked out going, I need to escape. Like,
I've seen
yeah, so this poor bastard, bro. This poor bastard is like, literally I see him enter the doors from the minimum side, or the corridor to get to the minimum side, and he walks in, and then they just close the door behind him. Basically, here's your new house, and then he comes and sits on the lounge, and it's like this, pretty deflated, and he looks at me and he's like, "Oi, bro, you know where we can go for a smoke around here?" And I went, "Sorry, man, there's no smoking in the Lockwood, bro." And he just looked at me like, "Oh no!" And then all of a sudden, he just started taking off all his clothes, bro.
What just goes? Oh no!
No. So he did this. Oh no! And then he started getting really angry. And then all I remember next is he's going like this, like taking off all his shit, took off his pants and shit, his shoes, everything. And then just starts fucking running around the room, going, and then fucking goes on the glass, bro. He jumps on this couch and starts banging on the grass like a full gorilla, bro.
I can't see what you're doing, but...
Oh wait, where's the camera? He's banging on the glass like an actual full gorilla going, like a fucking gorilla, bro. And then the boys in the reception, had to fucking they were like, oh fuck, like this comes off rails. And so they got the security to fucking tackle him down, chase him down, and he's just gone. Like the security's come to grab him,
and he's gone.
He's literal butt naked, bro, and the security guard's trying to... Yeah, he just runs away from him, bro. And he's like running down the door.
And this whole time, did you leave your seat or did you save your seat?
No, I just stand in my seat looking at him,
bro. You were just like, what's going on? You were like...
Practically, I was just like in shock. All I was doing was watching like this gorilla running around, bro. And then they just see the security chase him up the fucking...
You were just thinking, nothing good can come from this. You were just looking...
I didn't think anything, bro. I was too busy in shock of looking at what's happening in front of my eyes, bro. It was crazy. And this The guys ran up the hallway, bro, and he's fucking running, dude. And like the security tackled him, and the nurse came out with a big syringe, ready to fucking.
Just syringe running down the hall.
Yeah.
Man, if she like tripped.
Well, it's not. It's not like a gigantic syringe. They got because it's pretty like
normal set size.
yeah. It's not like they got the thing ready. Like it's not. They don't see like a massive syringe running around. But they got the medication in their hand and they're running it and they just inject him in the asshole. And then 2 minutes later, bro, he's sweet.
What does he do? Is he just like,
Yeah, then they just take him to his room, put him in bed, and then they just keep security in front of his door for the next while.
Oh my
That's
God.
what they do. That happened to a lot of people.
I wonder if he woke up and goes,
but that was
"Can I
the
have a
nuts.
note?"
That was the most
No.
nuts one. The funniest thing was, bro, after that, dude, the next day, he was just sitting outside like this. Like really happy. Because they must have put him on some hardcore shit, bro. He's high as a kite, dude. He's literally sitting there. Like this. Just smiling, just looking around. Because they got him high as fuck on whatever they put him on, bro. He's just happy as fuck, bro. Because they're so high. So some other cunt, while I was watching this guy high as fuck, like just smiling, some other cunt was going, "This is LA. This is like fucking pointing to places. This is New York, bro." Pointing at the wall and shit. And the guys just go, "Yeah, bro, I know." Just like tripping. This science and guys sitting in the background while this guy's running around going, "This is New York." Like pointing at the ground and shit.
You've got your own shit to handle.
Oh, bro.
And you're just sitting there looking at this shit. You're like, what?
This guy's tripping balls as well, man. Fuck, it was funny.
I've heard of a story about anything else happen in the maximum security that was funny. I can't believe the guy got New York.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was tripping hard, bro. And I'm like sitting there thinking that the fucking he's talking about like portals, bro. I started tripping and I started talking that like we're in this. I started incorporating my own trip, bro.
Well, you know, so is that why you weren't laughing or anything?
I wasn't laughing, dude, because I was going through hectic shit myself, you know. And this poor cunt, the high cunt's just sitting there going, "Yeah, bro." And like one time I started thinking that God was real, and I was running around going, "God's real" to people.
Were you saying that to people?
Yeah, and then I said it to him, and it's like, bro, God's real. And he's like, "Yeah, no, bro." Because I'm so high.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm super glad that you're here, man. You're my mate. You know what I mean?
Bro. Cheers,
No.
dude.
But yeah, no, I'm glad that you're fucking.
Go again, because like you gotta get in the. Yeah, that's a bit better. But like, at least let me like. Yeah, that's good, but like, yeah, that's heaps better. See, now I can grip your hand. But now you're just trying to. Yeah, it's like, hang on. Alright, we'll leave that one here.
Yeah, we'll leave that one here.
Alright.